for the opportunity to speak at the Council this morning. Just to introduce myself, my name is Chris Young, and I'm a member of West Lothian Write and the Federation of Scottish Writers. I also have a history with teaching English as a foreign language overseas, but more importantly, I love libraries. I'm originally from East Kilbride. I've been writing since I was 17. I've spent many happy hours in the Central Library lost in books or studying for my hires, thanks to which I was able to go on and to study at St Andrews and gain a degree. I believe that having a study area away from home where I could concentrate and have every reference at my fingertips helped me pass my exams. Nowadays I live in Polbeth, but I go to Carmondine Library almost every Tuesday. Why? Simply because it's bigger and better than West Calder Library, which is also very nice, but just a bit smaller. These days, we are suffering from a screen epidemic. It's a major challenge for parents to get their children away from games, movies, social media, and it's actually been shown in a study that too much screen time can have an adverse effect on children's exam results, whereas other studies have shown that those who read fiction actually live longer than those who don't. Having Carmondine Library reduced and hidden away, I feel, would be another blow for parents trying to fight screen addiction. A good library is worth its weight in gold because each book is like buried treasure waiting to be discovered. So libraries should be protected, like parks, museums, green belts and forests. A good library is a book sanctuary, a safe place for troubled minds to escape their daily stresses. The link between mental health and physical health has been well documented, and good libraries provide for this. A walk there prevents a plethora of ills. As an English language teacher, I also have an interest in child literacy. In Japan, I was teaching young people from the age of 3 upwards. And one of the challenges was familiarizing them with these alien shapes that we like to call the alphabet and how they relate to sounds. Libraries are educational through fun, interest and creativity. When I returned to Scotland, I often got requests from parents to help coach their children. Usually people from overseas, but occasionally a Scottish family would find that their child was struggling with English and ask me to help. That's when I realised that some young people in Scotland have a problem with literacy, and the best answer I could give them is reading for enjoyment. And now to budget cuts. I know times are hard and ways have to be found to save money. I was just wondering if the following measures have been considered. Putting in a lower ceiling to reduce heating bills, installing solar panels on the south-facing roof to reduce bills, charging more for late returns, renting out DVDs, Blu-rays, CDs, games and audiobooks, advertising on billboards on the outer walls, appealing to the public to raise funds to keep the library open, volunteering, book clubs, writing clubs, and so on. Lawrence Banks, who I met through my Facebook page, Save Carmondine Library, had this to say. This is a valuable local facility and is in a central location. This library should be kept open as it allows locals to read good books and assist students preparing for exams. Removing this facility would disenfranchise local students whose life chances would be lessened by it. Keep Carmondine Library open. So to summarise then, I just wanted to let you know that Lawrence and I at least feel that Carmondine Library ought to be preserved, and I don't think we're the only ones. The local people have their lives enriched by its proximity, like a park or a museum. If it's tucked away, it'll be out of sight, out of mind. If it's not as good as it was, fewer people will avail it of its services. Reading should be celebrated. Yes, hospitals, fire stations and police services are obviously very important, of course they are, but so are adventures of the human spirit, affairs of the heart, characters that teach us persistence over adversity, real-life inspiring autobiographies. If the library is reduced, diminished, so will the rainbow colours of Carmondine. So will the light of the smiles on adults and children's faces. If Carmondine Library is sold off to become a McDonald's or a Starbucks, the unique culture of the area will sadly suffer. So I'd like to request more time to do a thorough public consultation with such things as an online petition, large boards in the entranceway of Carmondine Library, notifying the public of the situation with a comments box, flyering and street surveys, and to present the findings at the next meeting. I'd like to finish with some quotes. In a good library, you feel in some mysterious ways that you're absorbing the wisdom contained in all the books through your skin without even opening them. A library is a place where you can lose your innocence without losing your virginity. Jeremy Greer. Whatever the cost of our libraries, the price is cheap compared to that of an ignorant nation. Walter Cronkite. That's me. Thank you for listening. I'm happy to take any questions.
exactly within 1 second, 5 minutes. Well done.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Please. Just move, if you switch your mic on. Thank you. And pull the mouthpiece towards you and have it close. Thank you.
Okay, can everybody hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay, again, as Chris said, thank you for allowing us to speak. And I'm Jean Moffat, and I'm from Carnarvon Community Council. We have concerns about the move that is being proposed here. The library location is so good at the moment. It's next to a play park, sheltered housing, the health centre, shops, pub, restaurant. It's really in the hub of that local centre for Carnarvon. And while the Ability Centre is not that far away, it does require either going under an underpass or over a crossing on a busy main road next to a garage and so on. Now, a lot of people that use the library are either people that are at the health service or mothers of children, perhaps shopping. Now, I know from my own experience with grandchildren that I could say to the children, pop into the library, girls, get a book, I'll go to the shops. There isn't any way on earth I would send them alone under an underpass or across a busy crossing to the Ability Centre. And again, people that are at the health centre, for example, for something that's ailing them, they can walk from the car park down to the health centre and back quite readily and past the library in both directions. It is a bit more of a stretch to go across the Ability Centre. When we first heard about this in the spring of last year, we carried out as a community council a survey of people outside the library and outside the Morrison Shopping Centre, because we thought that was the two areas that maybe give a different population of people. Just spent a wee while on a Saturday morning. It was only 66 to 70 people that we talked to, but we found that 89% of them knew nothing about it, and that 98% of them wanted Carnarvon Community Council to work on their behalf to try and save the library from closing. However, one of the things that happened after that was that we found it incredibly difficult to get engagement from the council on this subject. We tried to bring it up at several LAC meetings, and it was only actually brought up at a LAC meeting eventually on the 15th, which is like 11 days ago. And then it was brought up as an emergency item on the Social Policy PDSP, where it was said, and I quote, that they were trying to move it through as quickly as possible. And it seems that the consultation that was spoken of has turned more into the word engagement. So we find it quite worrying that we don't think there's been proper consultation. We think it's more or less a done deal that everybody's trying now to get through, but nobody's listened to what the community or the community council has had to say to a great extent. So that has worried us. We also hear that this is being said, and it's kind of like a banner to promote it, and I understand that, I do understand, but the banner headline is, West Lothian Partnership have proved so successful, we are producing a partnership now. In North Livingston, bells and whistles, but actually Carnarvon Connected, the library, is a partnership centre. It's been a partnership centre for ages. It has books, it has terminals, it has children's area, it has a play area, it has Macmillan Cancer Centre, it has a play station, it has all these things. So it's kind of disingenuous to promote something that already exists as the new thing that's being created. So we are concerned about that, and we also would like to know, or we're concerned about the fact that we're not sure that an expert has been involved. We were told at the last meeting there that the building itself in the library was not currently suitable for the kind of thing that it's designed for. But we would like to know who said, which expert was that? Was Slick brought in, the Scottish Library Information Service, to do that investigation to tell us that the current library isn't suitable? We were also told at the meeting, or just before oh, sorry. All right. So I would just say we would like to have the opportunity to consult and prepare reverse it, perhaps move the ability centre over to the Carmondale Library and create the partnership centre there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Can I invite questions from members, please? And could you state which of the two items you wish to ask? Are there any questions? Councillor Anderson.
It's a question for both, and I don't know if you have the papers in front of you, but the first recommendation is approves the proposed relocation of services currently delivered from Carmondale Connected to a redeveloped ability centre to create a new partnership centre facility. Having listened to both the presentations, it seems to be that you want consultation on it. And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but is there a consultation already taking place?
Nope.
And do you feel that the results already been determined that we are going to move if we approve this, irrespective of what the consultation then brings forward?
In terms of the Community Council, I know that Jill has spoken to Ralph Bell, but in terms of the Community Council being consulted, we haven't found that that's the case. And in fact, we were quite surprised to find that there seems to have been an agreement that this was in fact a policy in February 2018, and we've been trying since April, May of 2018 to engage with the council. Now, we're a new community council, we're very inexperienced, and maybe we haven't gone through the right routes, but we've come along to that, we've tried to get it discussed there, and it wasn't until, as I say, the 15th that it's been talked to us about, and so we don't know how more to proceed other than this deputation to council.
Any further questions?
I also would like to know if a public consultation has been carried out before it was approved, as you said, and I'd be interested in seeing the results.
Thank you. Frank, supplementary.
The second question is with regards to what I picked up there from Jean. This appeared on the LAC on the 15th of March as an urgent item. It was then been to social policy again at the last minute, and yet in the paper it says consideration of PDSP not applicable. The only PDSP it has not been to at the moment appears to be culture and leisure, is where we actually deal with it. And trying to pick up the point with regards to SLIC. Bearing in mind this is a 10-year-old library, which was held up as an exemplar at the time, saying this is the best library and best facility they actually do. Who has condemned it now as not being suitable?
Certainly it was one of our concerns that it hadn't been to the Culture and Leisure PDSP. It had been the Social Policy PDSP, which is fine, that covers the Ability Centre, but it doesn't cover the library. The library, I would have thought, would have been the Cultural PDSP, but it hasn't been there, apparently.
Thank you. Any further questions? Councillor Sullivan.
Thank you very much for your deputations this morning. Chris, I share your lifelong love of books, and one thing that I really like in my community, I live in Bathgate, is the fact that the library is in the centre of the partnerships, and I myself have, seen from my daughter, get the opportunity to go into the library before she goes to the dance class on a Saturday morning in the same building. We see people that are receiving bills or seeking advice in the advice shop and then going into the library. I just wonder if you have visited any of the other partnership centres in the county where the library is communicating with these other services and what your view is on this.
Other partnership centres. I don't think I have, to be honest. I know that the Carmondale Connected is not just a library. They've got the Macmillan Cancer Support there, and there's a lot of assistance for people looking for work and whatnot. So I know that that building itself is it just performs and provides a lot of services to the public. But no, I haven't been to other partnerships in the area. I'd like to though. Be interested in seeing what else there is out there.
Any further questions? Frank, would you want to come back in?
Yeah, contained in the papers are frequently asked questions. Who determined those questions and who wrote that frequently asked questions? Because as far as I'm aware, and I've just heard from Jean there, the Community Council have been trying to engage with the council and with very little success, if any success.
Is this question directed to the deputation?
Well, yes, but it will come up for officers as well. It has to be very both sides.
Okay. Feel free to.
Certainly, in our case, these are not questions that the Community Council or anybody that we've spoken to has had anything to do with. So I'm not sure where they came from, and I'm not aware of any consultation that brought them about.
Are there any further questions? That being the case, thank you very much. And we'll now move over on to the officer's presentation. And I'll ask you to take your seats again in the public gallery. And thank you very much for coming this morning and expressing your